All right, so we're all cleaned up here, guys. This one's up and running. Amp draws are good. I got this belt adjusted. If you heard, it was screaming, been screaming at me all day. So we tightened it up. It sounds good too. We're gonna call these good. What's up, guys? Steve here. Start by saying thanks to all the recent subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting for. Go do it. Hit the bell so you get updated every time I upload content, typically about Tuesdays. I've got about 200 tons of cooling sitting behind me, but that's not what we're here for today. We got a couple ERVs. This one's actually running. This one is not. I've never actually taken one of these apart before, so we're gonna be tearing this guy apart. I've got a new wheel, incandescent wheel for it, and bearings inside of there, so we got the whole assembly coming. I got a crane. Y'all may recognize this roof. If you haven't seen it yet, go check out 100-ton crane lift. Been this past summer, and we set these units, show you the whole process of getting these units up here and set. So try to set y'all up and get you a good view. We're gonna tear this guy apart and see what happens. So here's what we got, guys. Motors. Supply motor. From what I can tell, I believe I've got this whole square piece with the wheel and all. So it looks like once I get all my hoses disconnected and my belt off, this motor's gonna have to come out, and hopefully on these little brackets this whole cassette will slide out and we'll slide a new one in. So, got this guy loose. The motor comes off. This ought to slide right out of there. I get some bolts out the back. If you wanted to know why this is going, our bearings are failed. I don't know if you can see the movement, but this, with the bearings failed, the belt wouldn't grip. so the wheel wouldn't rotate like it's supposed to. I got help on the way. We're gonna get those bolts out the back, and we ought to be able to slide this thing right out there. So that went pretty easy. Got the wheel out. We got that whole assembly coming. Or it's here. We're waiting on the lift right now. You can see our bearing there. Got a nice little gap in it. So, only thing I got to do is get the pitot tubes out. We'll clean all that tubing and everything up, blow all the pitot tubes out, and get my blower. We'll blow the unit out too, and continue on. Oh, here we are, guys. Had to make a few modifications. I'm guessing the old model was not the same as the updated. This thing's 25 years old, so my motor moved. The motor was here. I moved the motor to here. Why, I don't know, but I got some cord secured fittings wired over to the motor. Let's see, had to get some washers in here because the holes are too big. So we had a few things going on that just wasn't right. This did come from the factory, off of the model and serial number, so things change over time and it's just not always the same. So we're gonna get ready to start this guy up. I've bump run all my motors. Everything seems to be working. So let's get it started up. Maybe I'll get my probes in here and see what kind of temperatures we get out of it. I'm just curious. I'm not 100% expert on these as far as what temperature I should see, but just interested to see what I do get out of it. So let's do that and see what happens. All right, so we got her up and running. I'm actually at a good temperature right now that I'm not, it's not trying to run the wheel. Let's see if I can show you this. So this is my return coming out of the building, 72, and 57 is what I'm supplying the building with. I've got a whole bunch of dip switches here that control the temperature. It's got return, supply, outdoor temperature, and it decides what it wants to do. So my contactor for my wheel is not energized right now. So we're gonna jump it out and see what kind of temperatures we get out of it. See how much my supply rises. So we just jumped the wheel out. The turn's gonna stay the same. We're gonna see our supply come up. It's about 55 degrees outside right now. With that wheel running, about 10-degree rise or so. I think it's going to continue to rise. So we're supplying the building with 66 degree air right now. Take our jumper off and see what this is. Interesting. Never done that with one of these before. But like I said, it's about 55 outside, so it's about a 10-degree rise from the outdoor air with the wheel running. So we're gonna call this one good. I've got amp draws supplying exhaust and my wheel. We're trying to find a diagram on this thing. I can't. You can see I have no wire diagram, so I don't really know. I can't read any of this, so I don't really know what these dip switches do. If I could test it out in any way other than jumping it like I did. This is my contact for that wheel there, so it seems to be doing what it's supposed to. It's working. All my amp draws are good, so we're gonna call it good. I'm gonna button this back up and get all my crap cleaned up. So let me know what y'all think. This was just a interesting video. Never done one of these before. So leave me a comment, like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one.